Are you familiar with William? Will Leach. Wasn't he the former
Deadspin, right?
guy? Yeah. So he might write
Leitch.
Yeah, I think he writes for MLB.com.
Didn't know that.
And he seems to say that the Yanks are the way Brian Hoke wrote it here, who I work with at SNY. He covers the Yankees for MLB.com. Yankees are the favored landing spot for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Okay, so whatever that means.
Who had that, Hoke?
Well, Hoke tweeted, the Yankees are the favored landing spot for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That's according to William Leach, who wrote a column, I guess, for MLB.com. That's number one.
Okay.
Now, more pressing here, and I didn't read this column yet, but I'm seeing the tweets. Andy Martino, who I know is on top of it, you know that I vouch for him all the time, never gets anything wrong, well in tune to both the Mets and Yankees. He wrote a column for SNY.TV that the Yanks and Padres, talks between the Yankees and Padres about a Juan Soto trade have progressed to the point of exchanging names on players. San Diego's the initial ask was very high, and the teams are not close to an agreement, but they are at the point of talking about players for Juan Soto.
You ask for the moon, and we'll give you a star, and you need money, and that's it. We'll take them.
Now, did you see some of the reports yesterday that were saying that it would take 2 top 100 prospects?
I said that on the air yesterday.
Yeah, but that's bullcrap.
Why?
2 top 100 prospects?
For a rental? And for a team that needs money?
Okay. What team in baseball? I mean, I'm about to punch this microphone right now. I'm getting angry here. Because this is not going the Mets' way already, and I'm starting to get ticked off. What team in Major League Baseball wouldn't try to trade for Juan Soto? Dude, I am
crazy, man.
This is pissing me off here.
This is official. You're crazy.
What team in baseball would not trade 2 top 100 prospects for Juan Soto?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're out of your mind if you don't do that. So then the ask would get greater, right? Because more teams are going to say, top 100.
Yeah, we'll give you 2 top 50s.
Yeah,
I got you.
Whatever. And then it comes down to, well, if they're going to give you 2 top 50s, we'll give you 2 top 20s.
Yeah.
And then maybe you get a top 10 and a top 20. Like, at some point, the ask of 2 top 100
they're getting better than that.
Come on,
But I
bro.
think what might happen, but to your point, like the Mets should be involved in this. I don't know why. Even on the most cursory level, they are not involved with Juan Soto. It is ludicrous. He's the best lefty. Yes, he's the best lefty hitter in the game. He's a transcendent lefty stick who's 25 with charisma. The fact that the Mets aren't jumping in this pool is pathetic and criminal at this point. But I do think the other part of the equation here in this deal, whether it's the Yankees or somebody else, is that they might have to take on an undesirable contract.
Which is where the Mets come in. They should be able to do
where the Mets should really flex.
So one more tweet from Martino in regards to the
here.
Mets. Quote, the Mets are active in – I'm reading this directly from Andy Martino of SNY.
How long ago did he tweet this?
5 minutes ago.
Got it.
The Mets are active. In fact, they are close to acquiring a player, not star level, but I don't have the name at the present time. He goes on to say, with 28 players on the 40-man roster, the Mets are adding lots of players in the short and near term. So this is typical. Now, I don't want to go nuts here.
You're going bargain basement hunting again here.
That's exactly right.
Welcome back to the Will Ponds.
This is typical Mets bullcrap. The Yankees are rumored to be getting Yamamoto and Soto. They're in trade talks with the Padres involving names for Soto. And the Mets are going to add a guy to fill out their 40-man roster. I've had it. It hasn't even happened yet, and I've had it. I can't deal with this.
I don't know how you do.
If the Yankees get Yamamoto and Soto, I give up.
Well, Bellinger's also in the mix as well, just to let you know.
I don't care about Bellinger. You can have Bellinger. It's Yamamoto and Soto. And I'll tell you another thing. If they do get Soto and it's for some bullcrap package of, they didn't have to give up Dominguez or Volpe or anybody that we've heard of.
They're not going to have to do that, but keep going.
Then even more ridiculous.
Yep.
Then why wouldn't the Mets get involved? Trade some prospects, take on a bad contract, go get the good player. This is not, I'm not asking you to go sign a 40-year-old pitcher that's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. This is a player in the prime of his career that you're going to get on a good value. Go get – the Mets should be in trade talks for Juan freaking Soto. Oh, come on. Why? Is this a battle between the Mets and Yankees, or is this all about the Yankees again?
It seems like it's going in the direction that the Yankees are getting ready to flex, and the Mets right now appear to be sitting things out. Doesn't mean it can't change, but I never thought this was going to be an incredibly aggressive or active offseason for the Mets, and I thought the exact opposite for the Yankees. Now, just because and that's not me, oh, look, I might be right. Whatever, it doesn't matter at all. It seems like it's going in that direction now, so I'm not surprised by this. I'm a little surprised by the pace, apparently, in these Yankee-Padres talk. Like, these seem to really, really be heating up. And the fact that the Mets are not interested on any level.
Well, there's no reports of that.
True. I'm not saying you can't sneak in the middle of the night and do something that nobody saw coming. That's fair.
Like if the price,
that's fair.
I could see if
nobody
the price,
saw Hernandez getting traded here back in '83 in the middle of the summer from a great team to a bad team. Nobody saw that.
If you're telling me you got to give up 3 top 15 prospects,
yep,
whatever, 2 top 15, 3 top 20. I could understand that. Like, I could understand why the Mets would be reluctant to do that for a rental player, then put themselves in a position where they lose all their leverage as far as trying to sign Juan Soto then in the offseason, because then you kind of have to sign him. Mm-hmm. But if the reports are what has been indicated, and you're going to get him at a good value, they better at least be inquiring about it. Now, let me just rehash this. Martino did say that the sides are not close to an agreement.
Nope, I got you.
So it's
but
not
they're having discussions.
And the winter meetings start on Monday.
So you lay the foundation now, and then you get out there next week, and you kind of cut away the fat from the steak, and you sit down and you consummate the meal. Rather than wasting 2 days on fringe players that nobody really wants, you get down there, and then it's basically 80% done.
Do you know what's making
and you haggle?
Do you know what's making me even
and
more
next
angry?
week's going to be glorious. What?
Right. Because I'm looking at your face and I see.
I look very happy, don't I?
Yeah.
Just that little gleam in the eye is back, right?
It's not even
That's
like you're
right,
smiling or happy. It's
no,
like
just,
there's a confidence there.
Yes.
And not only that confidence there combined with seeing me lose my freaking mind. I went
from the NBA in-season tournament to a couple of tweets, and Sal's already get the rubber walls, lock them away,
dude.
Listen,
you have to admit, from a Mets perspective, that is not a...
It's pathetic.
All right.
Because everything that I've been sold on about this new Mets regime is big time, is galaxy of stars.
King Cohen.
Playing with the big boys, King Cohen. Now, the last tweet we have about... That doesn't mean it can't change, but according to Martino, the Mets are close to a deal for basically a fringe roster guy who he doesn't know the name of yet. But the Yankees are going deeper into discussions on Soto and are the favorites to land Yamamoto. Very interesting direction.
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to let my emotions aside for a second and trust the process. I believe in Steve. And
how'd that work out for the Sixers?
Now this is almost like a warning shot here to the Mets.
Yeah.
I believe in Steve.
Yeah, until you don't?
Do not let me down.
No, well, he's going to, Sal.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not.
Okay, so
I believe in them. There's no way. There's no way the Mets are coming up empty-handed here. They're going to make the right moves, and they're going to build this thing the right way moving forward. Not just short term. I'm talking about long-term vision. I believe in Steve. I believe in David Stearns. Stay the course. I'm reminding myself here. I'm telling myself out loud. Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Trust the process. Trust King Cohen. Trust David Stearns. Everything's going to be okay.
Everything is going to be okay. In 1 month, you're going to have a press conference to introduce Jordan Montgomery, and you're going to extend Pete Alonso for $50 million more than he's worth.
Not good enough.
I know. I'm being facetious. That's your off season. You got problems, which means we have problems because you're going to be a lunatic.
BT and Sal on the fan, 877-337-6666.